Goodness, it is Wednesday. Hi, I'm Vicky. We are going to go into my focus box and use my Huda Beauty chocolate brown eyeshadow palette. We're going to create a look that will get me through today. This is the color scheme of the palette that we're using. Um, it's been a hot minute since we've used this, so let's just take a second and swatch it just so we can get an ideal. I did not plan, obviously, on whatever happening to where that I could not get up and move. And I have agreed reluctantly with my husband that if this happens again, I'll go to the emergency room. But I just don't I just don't think I'm as tough as I used to be. And I should swatch on the other side of my arm, but I always forget until after I've done it that what I see and what I can get you to see is two different. Okay, I primed my eyes with the Ofra eye primer, level up. I'm struggling today, guys, bear with me. And I went ahead and took it underneath my eyes as well because Ulta makes an under eye primer, so I've been kind of just trying to remember to just kind of maybe shoot that primer just a little bit under my eyes to see if it does anything different. Almost all of my brushes are dirty. I don't even believe it myself. It's just bizarre. So let's get into this. We're going to go right here in the middle, big fluffy brush, and we're just going to kind of start working that up for like to transition shade. And I do know that, yeah, I know that I tend to lean into more browns, neutrals, um, pops of color more than I do stronger colors. I always have, even though I wore purple and blue in school. Um, it just is. It's an old Urban Decay brush, dual-ended brush that's got stuff. We're going to use it to go right next door into this. And pop that into the crease. Kind of messy. Just kind of circling and pressing. And we're just going to go back through and just kind of pack that into the crease. Not really adding product, just packing. And then we're going to open my eyes kind of big. Make sure we got it where you see it when my eyes are open, because that's where I want it. And we are going to pull in, I don't know, I think we're going to pull in this shade. They probably, I don't know, I don't see anywhere that there are names. There's probably some somewhere. Some ideal. But we're just going to pull that over the lid. last, we're going to go into this right here with my finger. We're actually going to see. We should see the both of them. See what we think. I think this one is a better choice. And I'm just going to pull it right there. In the inner corner, just to kind of open the eye back up just a hair. And again, today our look is soft. It is my brows and my mascara, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is where we're going to land today. And if you hear the dogs in the background, it just is what it is because we got to get done. So, used the Belief sunscreen. This works kind of like a primer. It is the e.l.f. Suntouchables Whoa Glow. It's a 30 SPF, which it goes on top of the 50 SPF. I don't know if that adds more or anything like that. It just makes me feel good to do it, so that's what we've been doing. There is something either in the air or in my Urban Decay all-nighter, which makes me kind of sad, that is starting to bother my eyes. So that's that. We tried again to use the not the Urban Decay. Jeez. Yes, this is the look of in the middle of doing my makeup. I had to run out and take the dogs outside. So on top of the e.l.f., I put just a little bit of this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin 3.5. The color is Upsolite. It's a blurring. Upsolite is the technology. I can't see it. I don't know what has happened why I can't see stuff other than old age. It is a blurring balm foundation, and I have been trying so hard to get these products to work for me, and I'm about at the end of my being able to get them trying because I just can't. Pardon me. It is not the product. Let me say that first and foremost. It is not the product. It is something between my skin and the product, something that I'm putting underneath it, something, some way or the other. I have not been able to, in probably close to a year, been able to use pretty much anything face-wise from Danessa Myricks with any real success. I think this is a balm to powder. I'm not sure. I can't remember, and I can't see the little print. But I used this just on my cheeks and my forehead. Went in with the Serum Skin Tint in the shade 5. It lays down so nicely. It went on so nicely. But it just, something happens and it goes south. Used the Danessa Myricks blush in the shade. My vision is extra blurry today, and once again, Rosa Bunch. For blush, I just used my finger. I didn't, well, no, that's wrong. I used a brush. Probably should have just used my finger. Used the low lighter. In the shade Unbothered. It is beautiful. Let me show you. It is beautiful. And I love it. Used under my eyes for concealer. In the inner corner, down my face, I used, I think this is 1. It's a little bit too light. So I've just kind of really sparsely put it. You can see, I don't know what I was thinking when I got that one, but I just sparsely put it on my face. And taking my glasses off would probably help again, right? Right. And then I have another Yummy Skin concealer in 6, which is what I kind of thought might work. I'll have to bear with my dry skin on my hands. But it's not exactly the contour shade that I thought it would be. It's closer to my skin color. So we just used it kind of like that, kind of to clean up things and, you know, the outer parts of this part of my eyes. It just became a cleanup tool more than anything. Went back over several times, and I'm throwing stuff again, with my little brush. We're going to do it one more time and just kind of blend and blend. Because I just don't know why this foundation, these products just don't look right on me. They don't, I don't do something right. I don't know what I'm not doing right, but there's something. I went in with the Laura Geller Always There Lengthening Mascara. Used the classic and sealed it with the waterproof, because these days I don't need to be just wearing plastic, just not, I need waterproof for the next few bits. Lost my whole train of thought because I had to take the dogs out. Sigma Tint and Tame in the shade, I can't see it. It's the lighter of the 2 shades that I have. I'll kind of give you that one, which looks a little bit more natural on me. The other one I used yesterday, you can tell I look like my dad. This is where we're going to land. I've sprayed everything again with the Urban Decay All-Nighter. Something is bothering my eyes. Not sure. We'll probably powder everything down a little later before church and go from there. For now, I've got to clean up a mess again. The joys of owning puppy dogs. It could be the e.l.f. primer also doesn't work well with this. I don't have a Danessa Myricks primer. That could be. If you have any tips, pointers, or anything like that, drop them below. I know the shade's a little bit off, but it is what it is. And I'm not buying another shade because I just can't seem to get it to work for my skin. Do I recommend that you try it? Absolutely. I think they're great products. There's just a learning curve that I have not caught on to yet. And put on just a touch of MAC Signature. My goodness, my vision is so blurry. hence the signature nude or signature mood. I'm not sure what has caused that, but I've really had some issues in the last bit. And this is kind of going to be where we land. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope that you enjoy, just because we just sit down and hang out, and we watch me either make a mess or a good look. Is what it is. Let me know if you use any of the Danessa Myricks face products. I know the 2 palettes that I have, the Groundworks palettes, the fragrance bothers my eyes. I'm just thinking maybe that it's just not a for me product line, which is a bummer because they are all really good products. So we're gonna hop off here, clean some brushes. I hope. I've got some other things to do, but we're gonna go figure out. Didn't make a plan today, so yeah, there's that. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.